So we just wrapped up watching the Table Talk video, and hopefully there was some great discussion that came out of the few things that we tackled that seemed to be the most common responses to the survey questions, presenting challenges or obstacles with our financing success. And there's a couple things that we're going to dive a little bit deeper into with this video specifically, and there are two resources that will ultimately make financing success easier and more simplified. One is going to be the event handout, and we'll get into how to make this a simple, successful resource. And the other is the iPad, because of course, this is the easiest way to link into pre-qualify so that you don't have to leave your guest's side and make it simple, easy, and efficient for them by scanning that QR code or just handing them your iPad and then they can fill out an application. And then also the ways to pay calculator so that we can put the payment options that would be best suited for that customer based on their purchase directly in front of them. But let's first talk about this. So the handout. The primary purpose with the handout was ultimately to guide your conversation. And really what it is it's just designed to make things more simplified and create a flow for the conversation, not just to happen at the door, but also to be able to pick it up on the floor, which we'll get into in some of the coming practice scenarios when we talk about timing for a furniture shopper and a bedding shopper. But let's first focus on a couple of things. The most important thing to any savings event is the name of the sale. So like in this case right now, it's Black Friday in July. And then directly below that is what makes Black Friday in July so special, and that's because the easiest way to save today is with up to 72 months and as low as no money down. Those are really the messages that we want to connect to the consumer as they're walking through our door. So like, think of this as like your website landing page. That's the event. That's why it's really important that if you're in the market, shop today and buy today. And then here's the affordability offer up to 72 months with as little as nothing down today. And then ultimately, then we work into the next two pieces that are really important is whatever room they're shopping for today. If it's furniture, it's as little as $6 a month. If it's mattresses, it's as little as $7 a month. And then there's a few other messages that are in here that are really just designed to pick it up later in the conversation if it's necessary, that give you some peace of mind conversation. So this handout was really designed to give you a lot more strategic ways of being able to introduce the things that are great about shopping with you today, and the reason that the current savings event is a very affordable time so that they feel comfortable making their purchase. And what we're going to do next is we're going to work through a quick role play scenario just to see how do we use this handout in the beginning, and then we'll pick it up further down the road, like how to reintroduce the handout with furniture, bedding guests, and ultimately if a furniture shopper purchases, how do we then bring in the conversation of have you experienced a purple before? So this handout has a lot of different purposes and it guides your conversations throughout the entire shopping journey with a customer. But the first thing that we're going to pick up on is how do we bring it up during the connect phase? Hey, how's it going this morning?
Good.
That's awesome. Welcome in. I really appreciate you coming in to visit us today.
Yeah.
When was the last time you shopped with us?
This is my first time.
It's your first time?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you couldn't have picked a better time to come in because today actually begins Black Friday in July. So this is one of the biggest savings events of the entire season. Sure. And here's what makes it so great is the easiest way for you to save your money with our Black Friday in July promotion is that we have no money down options that go all the way up to 72 months. So that's the best way for you to save, and it's really easy. What room are you shopping for today?
Oh, yeah. I was looking for some living room stuff. Just moved into an apartment.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So for new looks for your home, so living room furniture is actually as low as $6 a month right now. And that could be with nothing down.
Okay.
So actually, I'll just give you that.
Yeah.
All right. So just to do a quick recap on not only the purpose of the handout, but then also how we demonstrated the handout, which I'm sure that seems very simple, right? Maybe even too easy. And you know what, in a lot of cases, it just may be, but does it really need to be any more complicated than what you actually saw? Now, there are some things that you can use with the handout because not always is the guest going to approach the podium. We know that. But the handout also gives you an opportunity that if they come in the door and they start walking to either the left or the right, it gives you an opportunity to put something in front of them that most likely will slow them down. And then when you're calling out the event, now when we're speaking to the event with hero and hello and welcome, we tackled that. We use those words. Thank them for coming in. I would suggest doing that. We should show the appreciation. But the event really just all gets done by pointing to the top of the handout. This is like your banner now, where in some cases we used to have a big event banners, the big vinyl banners that pointed out. The good thing now is that you actually have an event banner that can be right in your hand that you can reference the name of the savings event so you can create the urgency when they first walk through the door. And then the hero of the event, the easiest way to save their own money is taking advantage of no money down and up to 72 months. So we're really marrying the event with the special financing, keeping it simple, not going through all of the different ranges of options. That's why we're saying up to 72 months and as low as nothing down today. Keeping it simple as much as possible when they first walk through the door. And then when you transition into what room are you shopping for today, you've got the two bubbles that you reference. If they're saying something for their home, new looks for your home for as low as $6 a month and nothing down today. And if they say mattresses, mattresses for as little as $7 a month with nothing down today. And at that point, now that you've covered that handout, that would be the time where you'd put the handout in the guest's hands and give them possession, and then continue with asking more questions. So we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Now it's time for you to put this into practice.